I'm Charlie Nardozzi, and this is the Connecticut Garden Journal. Many gardeners are starting to think about fall garden cleanup, but there are some new ideas about cleaning the flower and vegetable gardens in fall. To garden more ecologically friendly, we're learning what not to do in fall. In the flower garden, many pollinators and beneficial insects are getting ready for winter. They will tunnel into hollowed stem flowers such as zinnias and echinacea, tuck under fallen leaves, and burrow in next to clumping plants. The traditional knowledge was to cut back and clean up these annual and perennial flower gardens to remove weeds and diseased leaves. Now the thinking is different. It's recommended to leave the plant debris until spring. After a series of 50-degree days in spring, then clean up after the insects have moved on. If you must do some cleanup, cut back plants no shorter than 15 inches tall so not to disturb the overwintering insects. If you have lots of deciduous leaves in your beds, then yes, remove some but leave a thin layer for the insects. Leaving plant debris and leaves also helps feed plants in spring and prevents weeds from growing. In the veggie garden, if your plants were not diseased or insect infested, simply cut back the foliage into small pieces to the ground with a manual hedge trimmer. This chop and drop method leaves the organic materials on the soil where they protect the microbes in winter and prevent erosion. In beds with diseased plants, cut those off at the soil line and remove. Then add a layer of chopped leaves, hay, or straw, again to protect that soil. Next week on the Connecticut Garden Journal, I'll be talking about cutting hydrangeas for the table. Until then, I'll be seeing you in the garden.